Hi, and welcome to the morning of what is now day 152 of what was a start in version 5.08. So if you saw the start of that playthrough, then you would have seen how we started the base. And this is pretty much how it ended up. So 2 stories, well, fighting position on the top, so maybe 3. Multiple layers of spikes around. We've got auto turrets, 2 on the mainland. We've got 3 in the water. So still not sure this is the best setup. Just been playing around. Pretty much cleared all of the islands by about day 100. So since then it's just been playing around with raids and various other things. Just seeing how things could work out best. Anyway, we're waiting for raid because we've got raids on very high. So we're expecting one to come in any minute. So this is the large generator, and this is the electricity console. I'm still not quite sure what this is supposed to do. Trouble with the large generator, it still makes too much noise. So unless you want that noise going on in the background in your base all the time, I tend to leave it off. But it seems like the electricity console, you have to turn both items on to get it working. So I only turn this on when I need it, and so I've got all the turrets linked up to the large generator. Also things like this heavy machinery workbench here. I generally just leave it off and do everything else using a small generator because it doesn't make any noise. So what else? I think the best addition is probably this auto sort thing, because you come in from a raid, you just dump everything in here and it auto sorts everything into all of the chests, so that you don't have to do that manually. Kind of like these weapons things as well that you put on the wall, the weapons display units. Because you just go F and it automatically arms it up. So when we get a raid, that's what we'll do, because we'll be using that weapon. So I did make a couple of the heavy machine guns that have been around since older versions. But the trouble is, the raiders have grenades. So when they lob the grenades, it shakes the screen around, so you can't really aim. And we'll see that with the sniper rifle as well. And you try to shoot, but the grenade's going on around you, just shakes the screen like that. And, so you end up just leaving everything to the auto turrets and the auto defenses. Anyway, we'll probably see that quite soon. So what else? As far as generating fuel, so what that gives us 2 gasoline. I found that if you grow mushrooms, they give you 3 mushrooms. If you grow other crops, it just gives you like 2 lettuces or 2 lemons, etc. Whereas this gives you 3. So if you want to be converting food into gasoline, which is the new system, then it's best to do it with mushrooms. So we've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 mushrooms, and then that gives you 2 more fuel. But you could also use other food, of course. So you find that the prepared meals from here give you 60, because you need 100 to make the fuel. These prepared meals here give you 60. This food here, I think, gives you about 16 or 18 or so. Oh, enemies are coming. Okay, so we'll get to see the auto defenses at work. Alright, so this gets the turrets going. And you'll notice they're extremely loud. So anyway, let's see if we can get some shots off. Let's check, we've got ammunition, yeah. So you just got to wait until you hear the turrets going off, and it kind of tells you, okay, so that's where they come from. As you can see, it's really noisy. So we got 26 enemies. Let's see how that cuts down. See if we could snipe any. Yeah, there's the screen shake that I was talking about. Makes it hard to aim. Okay, and that's the end of the raid. As you could hear, it was extremely noisy. So we did lose some health. Grenades probably did that. So the so this thing here, the welding tool, is much better than the previous hammer because you see we took some damage, but you see how quickly it just mends everything. That took quite a lot of damage. They always aim where you are, so look after the guns, of course. So the repairing isn't really too onerous with this welding tool. Anyway, we don't need this anymore. But yeah, that's a late game raid right there. 26 because we've got the number of enemies to very high. So I'm guessing it's lower if you don't have it to very high. And then the repairs are quick and easy. So it was all this side, for example. So if we come down here, we've probably got some damage to the walls here. 27 to 24, 27 to 25, 27 to 26. So that one took quite a bit of damage because we were standing underneath there. So this is the fish tank. You need to manually add seawater, which is a bit of a pain. So I did have it down here, but it got shot up really, really quickly. So I had to put it up here. So it's a bit of a pain to keep it full of water, but if it's full of water, this eventually fills up with 8 fish. So cooking it all was, yeah, I had to add a bunch of new grills up here. So that's all done. What else? We've got this electronic furnace up here. So as far as cooking up iron, copper, etc., we ended up with 3 of these. That wasn't really enough. Should have had 4, because there were times where we were cooking up, and I wish it was a bit faster, shall we say. This electronic furnace only does 1 ore at a time, but it's really fast, so you can just dump a copper or an iron or other stuff in there, and it just cooks it up almost immediately. But you have to keep double tapping just to keep 1 ore at a time. It'd be nice if I could do more than 1, but it doesn't. Guns, etc. Let me see. I'll put this back because we don't need it anymore. So what else? So that's the fuel thing. That's the auto sort thing, which is probably the best thing in the game. As far as I can't remember the last version, but the boats now work in terms of the better ones go faster than the not so good ones, and the jet skis by way the fastest, but it doesn't have storage. So there's a choice there. I never made a helicopter. Can't really see the need for that, because the machine gun boat is so fast. So I never actually made that. As far as these things are concerned, never quite worked out their worth. I've got 1 attached to the small generator, 1 attached to the large generator. I guess it saves some fuel, but if you just saw that raid, I only turned this on for the raids, as mentioned, and we went down from 99, I think it was about 99 to 94, so that only used up 1 fuel. Given how easy it is to make fuel, you get 2 for every 12 mushrooms, and we can grow a huge amount of mushrooms very, very quickly, because these come in within a day or 2, and as mentioned they give 3 per pop, so that's 6 grow plots there, 7, 8, yeah, another, I think that's another 8. So yeah, that keeps more than enough fuel coming in. So I think that's about it. As far as storage is concerned, still using these metal barrels and hoping, because if you look at the storage options, the barrels just give you 36 storage slots, whereas everything else is lower. So I can't see the point of using anything else but the barrels. So hopefully they'll make some modifications there so we can have a little bit more variety that has 36 storage slots. Other than that, not much to add. So here's all the stations that we set up on day 1. Repairs, because we got grenaded just now. So welding tools, you always get some damage to these floor units around here because we are so exposed. So they tend to fire in here, and they do a lot of damage at the bottom as well. So just always use this way into the base, so we don't need any outside sections anymore. So I double layered it just to make sure that everything was protected, but never lost a panel yet. An outside panel, that is. So I'm not sure, so that's probably more than necessary. So yeah, there she wrote. So as mentioned, I think all the islands were pretty much cleared by about day 100. So the last 50 days has just been playing around with stuff and just trying out different things. And if we just look at the map, version 5.1 did add 3 more beaches, Two Rock Beach, Cape Lookout, and Nameless Shallows, which were all pretty trivial, so that's going to be early game. But even then I found that in the early game you get a lot more resources in the diving spots, as we did start to get East Coast and doing District 43 Mansion, Unknown Ruins, etc. So a lot richer sites if you go diving than hitting up Two Rock Beach, etc. I guess the only value here is if you remember, we ran out of wood very early, and these provide a good source of wood early on. And given that one of them only has 3 enemies, for example, they're pretty easy takedowns if you want to get some wood early on in the game. But I think this is for version 5.1 now. So we've had 3 islands added nearby to the Castaway Island. So I think if you look out here, we can expect a lot more islands to get added, a lot more content to be added later. So yeah, I look forward to that. But as for now, close this out, and thanks for watching the entire series. And we'll start again once 5.1 has been updated and we get more content. So thanks again. Bye.